Let's have a look today at activity 3 using punctuation. Today we are learning about full stops and what a full stop is for and what a full stop looks like. Now, you will notice in many of the books that you read that there are full stops. If I open my page here, let's have a little look. I can see a full stop just here. And these little dots are very, very important. We call them full stops. And sometimes it helps me to make a noise like this when I'm going to use a full stop. Full stops are used at the end of a sentence to say that you've finished your idea. And they give the person reading your sentence a moment to pause before moving on to the next idea. If we don't use full stops, then it makes our writing quite tricky to read. So let's have a little look at this piece of writing here. Watch what I do when we come to a full stop. Are we ready? Once upon a time there were 3 billy goats gruff. Now I pause before I go on to my next idea. They like to eat grass. One day they said that the grass was not good enough for them to eat. They went to find a field where the grass was sweet and delicious. Off they trotted until they came to a bridge that crossed over a river. On the other side of the bridge was a field full of the sweetest grass that they had ever seen. You see, I read that and it made sense because I had time to think after each sentence. Now, if I show you my next piece of writing, there's been a full stop thief. They've stolen all the full stops. Let's have a see what happens to Mrs. Harrison now. Are we ready? I'm going to need a big breath. Once upon a time, there were 3 billy goats gruff. They liked to eat grass. One day they said that the grass was not good enough for them to eat. They went to find a field where the grass was sweet and delicious. Off they trotted until they came to a bridge that crossed over a river. On the other side of the bridge was a field full of sweetest grass they'd ever seen. Oh, dear me, I ran out of breath. I didn't know when to stop, and I'm a bit confused as to what I've just read, because there were no full stops at the end of each sentence, telling me that each sentence had ended. Oh, goodness me, I need a bit of a lie down now. Let's see if we can learn to use full stops today so that when Mrs. Harrison reads your work, I don't run out of puff. Are we ready? So your sheet will look like this. And we're going to start off really nice and easy. We're going to look at the full stop, have a look here, and we're going to look at the sentences on your sheet and see where the idea ends. So let's do the first one together. I am the boss. I imagine the troll shouted that. That's one idea. I am the boss. Let's put our full stop at the end to say he's finished speaking. Let's do the next sentence together. He was too small. He was too small. I imagine they're talking about the little billy goat gruff there. That's the end of the idea. The end of the sentence, I'm going to put a full stop. Let's see if you can have a go at putting the full stop at the end of the idea, at the end of the sentence. You'll notice the full stop is not a big football circle. It's just a dot big enough for us to be able to see, and it sits on the line at the end of the last word in the sentence. When you finish this task, please remember to write your whole name. We mustn't forget to keep practicing writing our name. Have fun doing activity 3.